Alright guys, it's your boy LegendaryEA and we are back here today to talk about a team that I think could potentially be the NBA's next dynasty. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to go ahead and drop a like on this video. It helps out the channel. Make sure to go ahead and subscribe and turn on those post notifications. But other than that, let's get straight into this video. So as you guys know, today we are here to talk about the Boston Celtics and why I believe they could be the NBA's next dynasty. And before anyone says that I'm just another Celtics fan, well, I'm not. I mean, I actually am a fan of Tatum. And even before the 2016 draft, I always thought that Jaylen Brown would actually be a really good player. However, I'm not necessarily a fan of this team. But look, it's so much more than that, because literally whenever I look at some of the dynasties that have dominated the NBA, I mean, I think about the Showtime Lakers with Magic, Kareem, James Worthy, and of course Pat Riley. The Celtics with Bird, McHale, Parrish. The Bulls with MJ, Scottie, and Rodman and Grant. The Lakers with Shaq and Kobe. And of course the Spurs with Tim Duncan, David Robinson, Manu, Tony Parker, and of course Pop. And yeah, I know that I left off the Bill Russell era and even those teams with George Mikan, and the main reason for that is honestly, I believe that during that time there was just so little teams, and if you were loaded and you were going to be able to win regardless, not to mention that the game has changed so much since the 60s and even partially the 70s. But other than that, all the other teams that I mentioned have so many similar traits that honestly I believe the Boston Celtics resemble more than any other team in the NBA. These similarities normally start off with a star player who's a great scorer, and for the most part he can score whenever he wants to, as well as create shots for himself as well as others, because literally he draws so much of the defensive focus, it leaves other players open. He's normally a great two-way player, and overall he's just extremely dominant. I mean, literally you can see this with players like MJ, Bird, Kobe, Shaq, Magic Johnson, and in the Celtics case, I think that all of this applies to Jayson Tatum. Tatum works so much with Kobe Bryant, and I see so many similarities in his game. The only difference is that it's in a forward's body. But other than that, I think that Tatum truly has the talent to be a top 5 player in this league. And I think that if he continues to actually put in that work, he definitely will. The next similarity to all these dynasties is that most of them have a wing player who can score as well as is a versatile lockdown type defender, with players like Scottie Pippen, James Worthy, and in this scenario, Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown is actually a really high Q player in general. I think that he can definitely be somebody who can be counted on guarding any team's best player whenever asked to. The Celtics also have players like Marcus Smart, who's just another amazing defender. All these teams also have a point guard with a really high IQ who knows how to run the floor, as well as can be relied on in the clutch. Some of these point guards are stars, and some of them are just your typical role players. We look at players like Tony Parker, Steve Kerr, John Paxson, Magic Johnson, Dennis Johnson, and in this case, Kemba Walker. Now obviously Kyrie Irving would have been a way better fit for this entire thing, but obviously we know what happened with Kyrie and his time there. But at the end of the day, all these players are also supported by, at the time, young coaches and amazing GMs. And literally with this, we see Brad Stevens and Danny Ainge. Danny Ainge, him getting all those Nets picks, learning how to use them and trade them, he's done an amazing job. And look, the Romeo Langford pick right now doesn't seem like the best draft pick. However, I still think that Romeo Langford could actually turn into a really serviceable player on this team. This team has so many assets on their hands, as well as other great role players like Gordon Hayward, Marcus Smart, and they can still trade for a lot of other players in the NBA. I know that at this point it's kind of premature to actually call them the next dynasty, but just seeing how far they went Tatum's rookie year without Kyrie Irving, and being able to push LeBron 7 games without Kyrie, that is still really impressive to me. And obviously year 2 they had a bunch of chemistry problems, which resulted in them underperforming in the playoffs. However, I think that going forward this team is going to continue to actually improve. Like Jayson Tatum, he was working with Kobe Bryant and obviously Kobe passed, and that's really sad. But I still think that during that small sample size, he was able to learn so much just about how hard he should be working on his game. And the same thing goes for Jaylen Brown. He's been working out with Tracy McGrady. I think that the Boston Celtics, having such a legendary history and past, and so many legends that are still alive. Example, Larry Bird, Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett. They have so much information, so many mentors and players that literally they can ask for tips in workouts. That is a major advantage in all of this. And look, at this point, Jayson Tatum could possibly have Jordan as well, seeing to how he signed to his brand. I think that this team could be very, very dangerous. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. As always, I always want to start a discussion and hear y'all's opinions in the comment section below. Let me know if I am actually onto something or I'm just gassing this team up way too early. Let me know in the comment section below. I also know that I did not mention the Warriors because obviously they won 3 championships in 4 seasons. For them, it's just hard because it's literally an anomaly. Like, they literally added Kevin Durant, like a top 2 player during that time, and added him to a team that won a championship like 2 seasons prior or 1 season prior. That almost never happens. But even that team is kind of the same thing. They literally had KD. Klay Thompson is an amazing wing defender. KD has no holes in his game. They have Steve Kerr. They have Bob Myers. They have Stephen Curry. All those rules still kind of apply here. Anyways, guys, let me know what you guys think about this video. Let me know what else you guys want me to talk about on this channel. And yeah, make sure to go ahead and like up this video, subscribe, and yeah, you guys have to turn on the post notifications. YouTube is definitely hoeing right now. But other than that, you guys, thanks for watching this video. Make sure to go ahead and share this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace, y'all.